Okay, it says I'm live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to or back to my channel. It is Amanda Lee, and I am going to be telling you three stories today. I am live here on my YouTube as well as TikTok, and it will be on my YouTube permanently. So if you're seeing this later, hello. But I'm going to show you guys my nighttime skincare routine as well while I tell you these stories. Some crazy stuff happened to me the other night. I had to make sure to take my notes because every time I come on here and talk to you guys, whether it's TikTok or YouTube, I get a little nervous. So I had to make sure I keep myself composed. So this is all real. This is everything that has happened to me. I think it was Saturday night. Yes, so Saturday night. It all started at 8:30 p.m. And speaking of starting, we're going to start the skincare routine. Everything in my skincare routine will be listed in my YouTube description. So first we're starting out, I've already washed my skin and I am going in with this matcha. I guess it's a matcha all over moisturizer stick. So I just do this under my eyes and it's supposed to be good for redness and red spots. There's caffeine in the matcha. So to start the story, it's 8:30 p.m. I decide to hit the gym. I'm like, I need to get a lift in and there's my eyes, like the top of my eyes get red. Sorry, distracted. But I try to put some on top as well just because the top of my eyes and eyelids get red. But then I just dab that in. So it's 8:30. I hit the gym, and you guys, I also have a mirror here. I was having a great workout. Everything was going well. I go to Planet Fitness, nothing crazy happening. So while I am at the Planet Fitness, it's Saturday night here in Nashville. It's January, I think maybe 10th, and there's supposed to be a snowstorm the next day. So knowing there's supposed to be a snowstorm the next day, I'm like, I am going to hit the gym and just bear the black ice, which it wasn't too bad, but so I can get a lift in because it won't be that busy. And when I tell you guys, I pulled up to the gym and it was barren. So I was super hyped, got my pre-workout, shouldn't have had the pre-workout. Is a little too late personally for me to have that much caffeine. But I hit the gym. So I'm doing my workout, everything's going well. I love how dead it is inside. And so I get to the free weight section. Now I have a couple things to do at the free weight section, but it's arm and chest day for me, or on this day. So while I am standing in front of the mirror, if you guys are familiar with Planet Fitnesses or just some gyms in general, I think it's normalized or more normal in larger gyms, but they have several mirrors in front of the free weight section. So in this free weight section, there were three specific sections like dedicated to the weights going into higher order. So I'm in the middle mirror and I am loving it. There's nobody beside me. There's an entire open mirror to the left of me and loving my workout, getting a good little curl in, bicep curls or what I was doing. And all of a sudden, in this dead empty gym with not only, I should have emphasized, there was a mirror to my left with benches in front of it, weights in front of it, completely empty. And there was a bench to my right with a mirror in front of it, three different sections with mirrors and different free weights. This person, it's a young male. I wouldn't say young, maybe like mid 20s, mid to late 20s. He comes up and you would think maybe he'll like, oh, there's a cute girl. I would get that. Like, I would respect that. There's a cute girl. I'll stand next to her or something. No, not only did he not stand just close to me, I just finished up with my matcha stick skincare routine update. And I'm going to go in with the probiotic acne serum, same brand. This guy comes up from his bench. At first, he was just kind of like working out there. And honestly, I don't even think this guy thought I was cute. I think he just had like no respect for people because could have been more obvious. I was looking at myself in the gym mirror, just lifting my weights, making eye contact with myself. It's a serious moment. Walks dead in front of me in the mirror. And like where I couldn't see myself, like both of my eyes were covered. It wasn't like a smidge covered me. Like he walked in front of me. And I was like, there are two whole like giant mirror sections that could fit at least, I do 3 drops of this serum, at least 10 people separate, like 5 each. So 10 people total. And he decides to go one next to me and then move right in front of me. So in my YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel, the thumbnail will say, don't be that guy or don't be one of these guys. Don't be that guy. Again, I don't even think the guy was like, oh, cute girl. At that point, I think he just didn't care that I was working out there and he just wanted to be there in the middle because it was convenient. So that had me a little bit frustrated. Next, Another story. After that, it's about 9:45, right? So I left and went to the gym at about 8:45, and I arrive and finish my workout by 9:45. I leave the gym and I get to the grocery store. At the grocery store, this is where story number 2 takes place. So while I was at the grocery store, I walk in. I'm not going to say the name of the grocery store because this involves an employee. So I walk into the grocery store, and again, 10 p.m. at night, this particular store closes at 11 p.m. And the employee, two of them, whistle at me when I walk in, which again, I don't like have outright disrespect for. I'm not like super angry if people whistle at me. I'm an attractive person. I understand because they just whistled at me as I walked by. I had AirPods in and I was able to ignore them completely and without them trying to do anything. So I pass them about 10 p.m. and I do all of my shopping. I do all my shopping. I get a couple things. Don't feel uncomfortable at all. This is my local grocery store too. So first of all, next, it's a little funny looking, but this is my self-care tool. Don't get any weird thoughts, you guys. Don't report me, please. This is a self-care tool. I was stopped at the TSA airport or the Nashville International Airport because of this self-care tool. It's a self-care tool. I'm going to be using it to roll my face, and it's cold, so that helps. So I finished my shopping at the I almost said the name of the store. Don't know who that was. I finished my shopping at this grocery store, thinking that that was the only interaction I would have with the staff or upsetting interaction. Nope, I was wrong. I go to the self-checkout at this particular grocery store, and when I tell you, I have my AirPods in, but I was pulling the good old turn the volume down on your music so you could hear the people around you. And oh my goodness, the same employees were talking about me that were there when I had walked in. And, I wasn't thinking too much of it. Again, as long as I didn't say anything, of course, one of the employees walks up to me. And again, this guy is a younger gentleman, early 20s at most. And he starts talking to me. And I have my notes here to my side. That's why I'm looking over here, trying to make sure that I don't go off track because I have the attention span of a bumblebee, you guys. But so I'm scanning my groceries and he walks up to me and he says, "How are you doing tonight?" And I was like, I'm doing good, doing good. I don't even think I said more than doing good. And he said, "You're looking good," or something along those lines. And at that point, I was like, I made an emphasis to say, my boyfriend, he says the same thing. He says that often or something along those lines. And he says, "Oh, so, he starts saying something and he's like, 'Oh, so is it serious?' Talking about me and my boyfriend." And again, this is the employee of this particular grocery store. And it's at this point 10 something at night. I am obviously shopping by myself. Why would he think it's, cool or just whatever to approach me when I've already made it explicitly clear that I don't want to speak with him? Anywho, so he says, "Oh, so it's serious." And I looked at him and I said, and I did say this loudly to get attention of other people, because again, it's 10 something at night. I'm not trying to make a scene, but I just, he was walking away. So I wasn't afraid to project my voice and say, "Well, serious enough for me to not be interested." Again, talking to this employee of the store, talking to me. I, at that point, was getting a little frustrated, but thought that was the end of the interaction. Thought it was the end of my interaction with this employee. It was not. I'm done with this self-care tool. Just a little update in the self-care or nighttime routine. I'm going to move on to this chia oil by the same brand, Cocoa Kind. I'm going to apply this to my lashes first, then my face. So thinking this is that's the end of the interaction with this particular employee, I continue scanning my groceries, and I'm a dork. I was actually making a little TikTok while I was doing my groceries, and he comes back over to me, and he says something. I can't even remember what he had said in particular. And I said, I didn't even respond to him. And I was like, I'm making a TikTok, which that sounds so prestigious. Does that not sound like, okay, you're not going to continue talking to this person? Like, I'll do anything. Just leave me alone. Because it was true. And I wasn't like but then he goes and I go, "Oh yeah, I have a big following. I have a big social media following." I didn't say I had a specific following. I said I was making a TikTok. I don't care about your following. I don't care about my following. I was doing something. I was doing something. I was trying to take a cute video of me scanning my groceries. I'm getting red in the face. Chilling out. So he says that, and then he says that, and then I just don't respond. I don't say anything. Again, applying this chia oil to my lashes, and I'm going to dab that in. And I just stayed silent. And he goes, again, looking back to my notes, he said, I know it's tempting though. Not even joking. And I was like, I again just didn't respond. What is tempting, sir? You disrespecting me outright, or you not being able to pick up on the cue that I'm uncomfortable, or nothing in this situation seemed tempting to me. Am I wrong? Am I wrong that So you're telling me that I'm wrong? So yeah, and at that point, I was again. That's the second time I had outright ignored him. And the woman beside me, bless her soul, if she sees this, if she hears this somehow, if you guys somehow see her randomly, don't even know it's her, I hope something amazing happens to this woman. She said, and I quote, I need some help over here. She didn't need any help. She just said that and then kind of turned around and ignored the guy or something. But she obviously was annoyed, but I didn't see any reason for her to be annoyed other than the fact that she had been there during this entire exchange and she heard me starting to ignore him and being uncomfortable. So she stood up and said something along those lines. And I appreciate that lady for saying something. So and you would think that's the last story of the night, but that is the end of me talking to this Kroger employee. It's 10:30 at this point. That's who it was. I'll only say it once. Again, this is live and I'm going to leave it up on my YouTube channel as well. So I'm going to put more more drops of chia oil on my face. And then I'm going to get another self-care tool. This is going to be a stone. And I'm just going to kind of move that around my face with the stone. Last story of the evening that I experienced. This was all in one night. The person at the gym, the person at the grocery store, and the person who approached me by knocking on the window of my car. Not even joking, you guys. I had gotten all my groceries. I'd gotten all of my groceries into the car. Again, 10:30 at night at this point, maybe 10:35. And I go into my car, start it up. Again, as soon as I get into my car, lock your doors. I don't care who you are. Lock your doors when you get into your vehicle. As soon as you get into your vehicle, I hear 3 knocks on my window. And it's like I turn so quick and I just roll it down maybe this much. I roll it down maybe this much. And this man, he says, hi, I saw you walking around. I saw you walking around the store and noticed you were very beautiful. And I'm sorry if this scared you, but I just had to say something and ask if I could have your phone number. And obviously I said, I have a boyfriend. I'm not interested. Thank you though. And he goes, oh, sorry to have bothered you. Have a good night. After my interaction with the grocery store employee before that, who was way just pushing past my limits of, okay, I can respect you saying something to me. And I basically lost respect for that person as they continued to make advances when I made it clear I was uncomfortable. This person left me alone instantly. I think he knew it was kind of weird that he had knocked on my car door. But so those were all of the stories I wanted to share with you guys tonight. I thought that it was a little wild that, they really are out here doing what they can. They're doing everything they can. And I think, again, I have the utmost respect for anybody, even as somebody in like a relationship. If you ask somebody something like, oh, you're attractive, and I say, thank you, I have a significant other, and you leave me alone. Okay, still have respect for you. Cool, go about your day. Don't continue pursuing people when they're uncomfortable. It was just so outright. I don't know. It was shocking to me. I've never had somebody be that brazenly disrespectful whenever I made it clear that I was not interested in them. So, anywho, I am finishing up my little movements with this stone. As far as my self-care routine goes, there isn't too much to say about this. I don't have too solid of a routine yet with the stone. But I really like how it makes my face feel. And that was the final story of the evening. And so all there is left to do is finish up the skincare. And the only thing we have left is this, or same brand, Coco Kind, sleep mask. And I apply this with the little spatula that comes with it in the box. I'm kind of obsessed with this. So, and that's what it looks like. Super, super cute. And then this is our little spoon, our spatula. Again, super, super cute. But yes, so thank you guys so much for hanging out for my little story times. If you have any questions, or honestly, I love telling stories. I have so many stories to tell, and I just get so nervous because I think formats like this, where I just can kind of talk with you guys, because you guys are my friends, and it's so much easier to talk like we're just talking than it is to record a video and then overthink the video. Also, I like to use the product that's from the top of the cap, just because sometimes I notice it builds up and it's just kind of easy, and I like to keep it nice and clean. So I'm just applying a good little bit to all around my face, and I'm going to rub that in with my fingers. This is a little difficult to rub things in with, but again, I just love sitting down and talking with you guys and being here, being able to just kind of chat. So thanks again for liking to hang out with me. Oh gosh, I almost dropped my spoon slash spatula spoon, but we're done with that. And now we're going to close this back up. And after this, I'm just going to hit the hay. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below on YouTube if you're watching this later. And if you're on TikTok, go ahead and just fire away. I also, if you're new here on YouTube, I work in human resources, and a lot of you on TikTok might be here because of my work in human resources or my work with Instacart. So before I was in human resources and still in college, I was studying online, and I was delivering Instacarts to get by and pay my rent. So a lot of you might have come from I made $40 an hour at one point doing a Costco order. And I know a lot of people saw that and were excited and had said something. And there are a couple other videos that I had posted that had done really well that you might have recognized. So check me out on TikTok if you haven't already here on YouTube, and vice versa. If you're here on TikTok, check me out on YouTube. But yeah, go ahead and ask any questions you have. Again, I'm an open book as far as any of those topics, and I would love to share any knowledge I have to share. Also, I really like the gym. I like health and fitness and wellness, and I don't look like your average health and fitness and wellness person, but I like to take care of myself. I have a skincare routine morning and night, although it's all the same brand. It's still a skincare routine. I am proud to say I've been drinking a gallon of water a day. This bottle is from Amazon. For I think over a month now. So that's very hype. This is at 5:30 p.m. I'm about 2 hours behind, but it's not too hard to catch up. So see a chug, take a chug, everybody. Cheers. And now that my skincare routine is complete, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of my YouTube live. I'll hang out with you guys here on TikTok if you guys want to just chat for a bit. But as far as YouTube goes, again, don't forget to stick around and just say hey. And if you enjoy story time kind of content, let me know, because your girl has, again, so many stories to tell. This picture, I took this picture. It's a bumblebee and it's waving. It's saying hello. And it's from a 22-day road trip I went on when I was like 15 with my Namaw and my little brother. My Namaw was the world's biggest explorer, and that is a story that I could totally tell one day. So if you're on YouTube, let me know if you'd be interested in any other stories as well. And yeah, until next time. Bye. TikTok, hello.